Welcome back to episode 10 of Cafecito Corner. What are we drinking today? Coffee of choice.
No cream, no sugar. Iced coffee.
Black coffee again.
Yeah.
Third time in a row already. That's crazy.
It might be.
I'm drinking some matcha. I have been on a matcha kick lately. I don't know why, but I've heard it's healthy for you.
Is that what my cousin made me try?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's what you got?
Yeah. You had the matcha. You didn't like it.
That's all right.
But you don't like healthy things, so I feel like...
That's not healthy.
It's like green. It's like earthy.
Do you know what else is green?
What?
Green cookies. Those aren't healthy.
But
no, that's not healthy.
So I've been on a matcha kick lately, and I've figured out some recipes that don't have that much sugar because the ones that you get have like a ton of sugar, which tastes good, but...
Yeah, the cinnamon dolce.
Yeah.
Fire.
That one's so good. And the one you got that you didn't like, you got a venti of it. So you were stuck all day drinking.
Well, I just like bring me the same thing as his. And I didn't hear that he got a venti.
He got a venti, yeah. And then I said no ice. But then I realized they charge if you don't get ice. Did you know that?
I didn't.
It's a new thing that they just passed. And
Who passed it?
The Starbucks law.
Oh.
And actually a lot of people were pissed about that. But if you think about it, I mean, it makes sense because now they have to put more product.
No, it doesn't. It's the same cup.
You should see the amount of ice that they put to fill it up.
But that's why they were stealing from the beginning.
Yeah.
The price is absurd.
So it has been a very fun, productive week. We'll get into our peak and pits. This week, my peak was probably going to California. We finally made it. We were able to do a trip. I feel like after weeks and weeks on the podcast, we were saying, hopefully we can go on a trip. Hopefully we can go to like Rocky Point or California. And we did it. I'm proud of us. Yeah. I'm proud of us. We were able to pull it off.
It was kind of quick, but it was worth it.
It was a 2-day trip. Like, I felt like it was like 5 hours. I wish I could go again.
I mean, you got to hit all your favorite places, so that was nice.
So we literally got there on Friday.
We got there pretty early.
But
we stopped at the outlets, so that took like 3 hours.
Yeah. We did some major shopping at the outlets. You got some nice tops. Is that how you say it? Is that how guys say it?
No, they're just shirts.
You don't have tops?
No. That would probably involve me showing my belly button, which nobody wants to see.
We would love that. I think the next episode...
No.
You should wear a crop top.
Guys don't wear tops.
I think you should wear a crop top in the next episode.
Maybe.
I think we'd get a lot of views.
We might get a lot of donations.
Donations for what?
Reconstructive surgery.
They'd be like, he needs help.
Yeah.
Send a GoFundMe. But so you got a lot of nice t-shirts from like All Saints and all that, so you liked it. And then I did some damage.
I know.
You didn't force me.
No, I didn't force you.
But I
just know how you are.
I know.
That, like, if you didn't buy it at that moment, because we walked around for a while after you saw it, and I was like, well, I'm going to hear about it the whole trip.
But
I'm going to have to stop on the way back.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to be there. And then I'm going to hear about it 6 months.
Yeah. So we went to the Gucci store, and I was like, gonna get glasses. That's all I wanted to get. But they had $50 off.
And you still bought glasses.
Yeah. They had $50 off, which to me is like a steal at the Gucci store.
$50 off?
Yeah, because it was originally $950.
Oh.
And then it was $900, yeah. It was like a little side bag, like a black one. And it was the cutest thing. I was like, oh my God, I need that. But then I was trying it on, and the salesperson was like there, obviously trying to sell it. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to come back. But I really am going to come back, and I'm like going to think about it because I needed to digest it. I mean, I'm not going to spend $900 just like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I told Edward, I was like, okay, let's just go to some stores. Let me think about it. Because this is like, it's not like a pack of gum. Like, it's $900. And so I went back. I did some damage, and I got the bag. And I'm excited. I'm going to wear it today, actually.
Nice.
I'll wear it today. And
yeah, the workers are always interesting.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was the last time we went or something. Like, we were looking at the belts.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh no, it was me and my cousin. And he's like looking to get one for his girlfriend. And then the guy was just like, how big is she? Like, huh? I'm like, bro, there's no way this guy's just pointing at women at the store.
Oh my God, they're ruthless.
Yeah. But he ended up just getting glasses, so we got...
What was the store that we went to that was so annoying? The sales rep was like...
Balenciaga.
She was like literally breathing on our shoulders. Literally like would not leave us alone. And I would tell you, oh, this is cute. Or, oh, this is like, I like this. And then she'd be like, do you want me to get it? Do you want me to get it from the back? I'm like, dude, it's just like we're looking. Like, get off of us.
Well, when we first went in there, it's because we heard that security guard saying like there was somebody famous in there. So we like walked in there. Yeah, there was no one. And she was so annoying. Yeah.
She was following you around.
Yeah, and then, or like, even, I get like just walking with us because like obviously they have to protect the shit. But like, they go, what did she say? Or and you're like, oh, do you like any of the shirts? I'm like, oh, I don't know. I feel like they have a weird fit. And I was like, but the red color's cool because like the red was like super nice. And she's like, red's the best one, favorite. I'm like, dude, like no one's talking to you. Like we're just having a convo. Like that made me, I don't know, that irritated me so much.
And I would feel like a lot of like luxury stores would be like that, but that was the only one that we walked into and they were like literally on top of you.
I mean, I at the Gucci they were like, oh, like do you guys need anything? And then they walked away. Like,
yeah. And I feel like that's the way it should be. Like, don't annoy people. Like that's not gonna make people buy. Like if anything, it's gonna irk them.
Acting like a hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
we got some cute stuff at the outlets, and then we had to stop at the date shake place because it's tradition.
What is it? Hadley's or something?
Hadley's shake, and it was so good. I got it with banana, and I literally made my entire day.
Because it's tradition, and you've stopped there since you were like
but
9 months old.
But it's actually fire though. The shake.
No, but you stopped there since you were 9 months old, so we can't miss it.
You're so annoying. It's actually good. You just don't like it.
It was okay.
And then,
that's where we got the sandwich that one time, right?
Yeah.
With like the
it was a
Dijon mustard or something?
It was like a panini like ham and cheese with like 3 pounds of Dijon honey mustard.
I don't know. I think it was just regular mustard. Like Dijon mustard.
Dijon mustard. I think we literally all like wanted to throw up in the car.
The thing is, you'd bite that and I would inhale it like, or exhale it, I'm sorry. Yeah, that was bad.
Because I think we were so hungry, and it was bomb. Like, it would have been so bomb without
literally without that, it probably would have been like.
And so we were really eating it, and it would be good at first, and then we'd be like, "Oh my god," it was horrible. But yeah, then we were on our way to the hotel, and we checked in, and it was such a nice hotel thing.
I forget the app we were using, and then it was like unlock the daily deal, and I was like, "Hey, I'm just gonna check this out," and then it came up, but like the pictures were kind of like
sus.
They were just generic. Like, it was like, here's a room. Here's, like, the location of it. And even if you go on their website, like, it never said, like, who owned it or anything. It was just, like, the name. So we go. And I was like, I mean, it looks pretty nice. And, like, I think it said, like, we got it for, like, from $686 to, like, $320 or something like that. So I was like, I mean, that's like, a big deal. And I was looking like on their website, like the nightly rate for that weekend was that like $680 something. So I was like, okay, that's not bad. I mean, if they're charging that much, it must be that close to Disney or something. So yeah, we got it like within those like 10 minutes, and we're like, whatever, if it's bad, it's bad.
And the thing is, like, the pictures were like too good to be true. Like, it looked too nice, and I was like, nah, this is a scam. So, and then we only had 5 minutes, so I was like trying to Google like photos, and like everything just looked too good to be true. I'm like, no, it looks fake. But
also, like, it didn't really look like that nice online. Like, it looked like
I thought it did.
It looked like a 3.5 out of 5. Honestly, once we got there, I thought it was like a 4 out of 5.
It's owned by Marriott.
Maybe a 4.5.
So it was super nice.
Yeah, it was. The restaurant that was in there was cool. The decor was dope. Like, they had like the stormtroopers, like a Lego wall. Like,
yeah.
And it wasn't like kiddish. Like, it was like, it looked like art. Like, so that was kind of cool.
Yeah, so it ended up being good. I'm like, oh my god, if we pull up and it's like Motel 6.
But then when I got there, she was like, oh, by the way, she was fighting with that guy because like they, like the guy was like telling her that I guess like hotel like the money that they hold or what is it called like the
security deposit.
Yeah, is usually like $50. He's like, what do you mean yours is $250? But I mean it makes sense. It was like really nice stuff in there. So I was like listening to that whole conversation. The guy got like super pissed and like tried to cancel. So then I went after him, and then she was like, hey, by the way, like we don't have any of your rooms. So I was like, oh my god, like she's gonna downgrade us.
Mm-hmm.
But she's like, what I could do is like give you one with like, I don't know if she said dual bunk beds and like a king or something, and or she's like, oh, there's one with 2 queens and dual bunk beds. And I asked, and you're like, oh, the one with the biggest bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay. So I was like, whatever has the biggest bathroom. And then we get to the room, and there was like 9 beds in there.
Yeah.
That was for sure for like a family of 7.
Yeah.
So that was crazy.
And tell me why I was like, oh my god, this is actually perfect, because we could just put like all our suitcases on one bed, lay everything out, and it was just like we had everything. It was like so much space, so I loved it. And then that night, I think you had to like do something for the restaurant on your computer, and I was like in the bathroom, and you were on the top bunk bed.
Well, I used to sleep on the top bunk bed when I was little, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna get up, and I was just like on my computer.
So tell me why I always have a feeling Edward's gonna scare me. Like I'm literally always like on the edge of my seat every time. I don't know why. And so I get out of the like bathroom, and I'm like slowly walking out too because I don't see him. And I'm like, I feel like he's literally about to pop out and scare me. So I'm like walking towards the end of the room, and then all I hear is, "Pwacha!" Like you scared me.
I did not scream at you.
Yes, you did.
I was literally working on the schedule, and you just turned around and looked.
No, you yelled.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not. There's no way. See, this is why I think you build up this like this reaction, because like I would put $200 on the fact that I didn't yell.
That's how it felt in my head, and I literally wanted to kill you. Because all I see is your like little like your face like in the top bunk bed. What are you doing on the top bunk bed? Like, are you 5 years old?
I mean, I used to love sleeping there. I only fell a couple times.
Yeah. And then we ended up going to Porto's, and I told Edward, I go, that's all I want to do this trip is just go to Porto's, get me a good guava pastry, and then head out. So we waited in line probably for 30 minutes.
But they were about to close, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was packed, and we waited 30 minutes. I'm like, I don't care. I'm waiting. Like, we came all the way over here from Arizona. I'm going to wait. And Edward's like, all right, I'll just sit down and wait. And so I literally...
Because there was no tables.
Yeah.
And I'm not about to deal with me being in line and you calling me, order this, order this. So I was like, I'll get the table.
Mm-hmm. And so I was in line, and I saw the employees coming out with all the food. I go, oh my god, that looks good. I'm getting that. I'm getting that. I'm getting that.
You told me you were getting an horchata cold brew.
Mm-hmm.
And a guava pastry. And we had agreed to not get lunch there because we are going to go have dinner
at the
downtown
Disney
Boardwalk,
or something. Yeah.
Downtown Disney.
Downtown Disney.
Disney Boardwalk is
Disney
the other
World.
place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we were going to...
You offended a couple people saying that.
So I was like, okay, we're just going to get a pastry and like coffee, like, and then we'll have dinner at Disney, whatever. No. I ended up getting 3 plates, 3 entrees.
Yeah.
6 pastries, and 2 drinks.
For yourself.
No, you had
the
some.
2 drinks.
You
for
had
yourself.
some. Don't even come at me with that.
I did not try the salad. I had 1 bite out of it. That was good.
The salad was, oh my god.
You loved the, like, your go-to is the Caesar salad, and
I don't think I had one.
That was Caesar, right?
It was a Caesar salad.
Yeah, it had like pumpkin seeds, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, those seeds were insane.
I don't think I had like I didn't even talk to you one word while I was eating. I just like
you had your eyes closed.
I was just in my world devouring that Caesar salad.
And then you got like this breaded chicken sandwich,
the Cubano sandwich or something.
Yeah, that was bomb.
For.
Like that was honestly some of the best breaded chicken I've ever had in my life.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, so I had a couple bites from that, but like after I had one pastry, I was stuffed.
I know, we ended up throwing away
I got a guava one. No, I got their cookie. Their cookie looked bomb. And then I tried like half your guava. And I was like, I cannot eat this food.
It was so good.
So yeah, I don't know why you got all that food.
It was just
especially because you said we were eating after.
Yeah, well, we didn't end up eating after for sure.
No,
I literally was like, let's go to Disney and just walk it off. But yeah, it was so good. I wouldn't.
and you almost got detained there.
Yeah, I know. I had my pepper spray with me, and I forgot that you get like checked when you go to like Disney.
So we're in line, and we're going through the metal detector just to go into downtown Disney. And then the guy's like searching your bag, and he goes, "Well, you guys can't pass this. You have two options. You can go put it back in your car, which the car was far.
Yeah.
Or throw it away." And I was just like,
I could tell your face was already pissed.
I was already crossed. I was just like, I mean, I'm not about to wait in this metal line. Like, I hope you throw this away.
Yeah.
And you did. You tossed it and you came through and you're like, I forgot I had it. I'm like, how do you just forget you were carrying pepper spray?
I always carry pepper spray with me. As a girl, you always got to be strapped.
Why do you got to bring it to Disney? You think Mickey's going to get anxious or something? He's going to get
feisty? Yeah. Mickey's going to come up to me and try to fight me. I truly forgot it was in my bag.
I'm glad you...
It was a $5 Amazon spray. I'm like, I'll buy a new one when I get home.
I'm glad you don't carry a Glock. Because otherwise, like, we would have been arrested.
Imagine if I bring my gun to Disney. I don't even own a gun. But if I owned a gun...
That's so much.
I would not bring it to Disney. That's scary.
Yeah, you would have been detained for like 3 months. But maybe. I don't know.
But, so that was our night. That was our...
That was the first night?
Of first night. And then we ended up waking up super early for Disney. I was dying.
So early.
We did the mic drop, the rope drop.
Yeah, we rope dropped Disneyland.
I didn't even know it was a thing. I did that they just opened the gates and...
No, like they let you in the center area.
People were running.
People were sprinting.
In wheelchairs. They were like, I don't know how.
The wheelchairs had turbo on them.
The wheelchairs were 4x4s for sure.
Yeah, and then we got a lot done. We were pretty much done with Disneyland by what? Like 11 a.m.?
Yeah, we did all the rides by 11.
After 11, we're like, oh, because we hadn't bought the park hopper because we're like, oh, we might just be at Disney all day because you don't really like California Adventure. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay. And we were done by 11. I'm like, we just need to upgrade. Like, we need to go see something else.
And I wanted the birria tacos from there and then the micheladas.
Yeah, so then we went to upgrade. We got Starbucks then. We ate. And we were done with our lunch by like 12 at Downtown Disney. And then we walked to California Adventure. And to my surprise, you got on the Incredicoaster in Guardians of the Galaxy.
I told you before we even left on this trip, I go, don't even think about asking me to get on those rides because I'm not going to. That's why I told you let's not get the park hopper.
All the little kids that get on, that's so sad.
That's why I told you let's not get the park hopper. But I think while we were there, I was just kind of like, all right, let's just do it. And we ended up we did the Incredicoaster how many times? Which you
cried the first time.
Okay, the first time, I actually cried.
Because it took off really fast.
I was not expecting that. You didn't tell me it was going to shoot off like that.
Well, why would I tell you that? Then you won't get on.
I literally got like super scared for a second and then the tears started coming down and then I literally hit you. I was like, I'm literally crying. Like, I don't know why.
It was after that first takeoff and drop that you were like, oh my God. And then you're like, ah. And I'm like, okay, this is like dramatic. Like,
I think we need to put the picture in there of my face.
Yeah. Just put the photo of you almost coming out of your seat. I have no idea why you get like that.
Like...
And then there's another one of you like going like this. And I'm like, why? Like, just why are you moving your head so much?
Oh, so I've told you that. So when I get on rides and you know that feeling of like a drop in your heart like comes out of your chest, I hate that feeling. So what I do is I shake my head like really, really hard.
Like saying no.
Yeah, like no, but like really hard, so I don't feel it. I don't feel the drop. So I was doing that every single time on Incredicoasters.
All you have to do is think it's like gonna be over soon.
No, well, I hate the feeling, so I just shake it really hard. I just move my entire body.
Shimmy.
I'm all shimming on the ride, and then I don't feel it. But we did Guardians of the Galaxy, and the whole time Edward was scared. You're not going to want to admit it, but you were scared.
I just hate those rides. I don't get on, like, free falls.
And you were trying to be, like, brave for me, and I was like, oh my God, we're going to die.
The thing is, like, I can always get over a ride if I just focus on the kids. Like, I'm like, that kid is about to get on. He just went on, and he's like, there's no way. Like, there's just no way that this kid's gonna, like, be okay with that, and I'm not. But then you're like, talking to me, you're like, everything's gonna be okay, right?
I was surprised that it wasn't that scary. Because I remember the Tower of Terror was just one drop. This one, I think, was one medium drop, and then just up and down, up and down, up and down. So it wasn't that bad. Would I do it again? Probably not.
You would.
No, I would not.
Yeah, you would.
No, I would not.
Why?
Because, are you kidding me? The before, I was just like...
But now you know. Like, you're old enough to remember.
I was hyperventilating, Edward.
You would do it. You would do it.
I was hyperventilating.
You would do it.
And then I was freaking you out. I'm like, look at the kids. Look at the kids. Look at the kids. And then you were like, stop.
You're like, are you seeing them? Are you seeing them? I'm like, dude, like...
I was just like getting my mind...
I just need to be in my zone. Like, I don't like to think of anything about the ride.
So I was taking you off your zone.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you're like freaking out because the lady's like, that's your eject seat. There's no going back now. This and that. And you're like, oh, no. I'm like...
I was not believing it. I got the seat. I got the seat. It's going to eject.
I'm like, Brandon, like, you can leave. Like, you can still leave.
Edward, that's rude.
No, I'm just saying, like, she was acting like you could never, like, walk away. Like, I'm like, literally get up if you want to go right now.
I'm all, Mickey's going to detain me.
No, I got to do it. I'm like, then what's the point?
Okay, I'm going to put the picture of the drop. And literally I was grabbing onto you and Laura. And then you were like, you said that your arm was hurting the next day of how hard I was grabbing it.
I just don't get it. Like, what was I going to do? I was falling with you.
So that way my seat didn't eject. But literally... So
you were going to take us with you?
Yeah. But I feel bad because I was probably grabbing Laura, your cousin's girlfriend, like really bad. And I just like was probably grabbing her so hard too, like her arm. So I feel bad.
You should probably check on her.
I know. I'm like, is your
She
arm
might be
still
bruised
there?
up.
But yeah, Disney was such a vibe. It was hot, but it was still a good vibe.
It was fun.
I literally want to go back. I'm so sad. I think we should just get the all-year pass and go every month.
I don't think you would enjoy that.
Yeah, I think I'd get over it.
No, I think that you would hate driving there once a month.
Yeah, I hate the drive.
I think it's fun.
No.
I mean, it's really not that long.
And the thing is, like, I literally can't fall asleep because I feel, like, guilty. On the way back, I couldn't fall asleep because I was like, what if he falls asleep? What am I going to do?
Brandon, that's a lie.
I swear to God, I did.
Every time we drive anywhere, you pass out.
But you know, on the way back, I couldn't pass out because I was watching you.
Because it was 8 a.m.
No. And then you decided to put on a podcast, the Joe Rogan podcast, at volume 100. So tell me how I was going to be able to sleep.
Like, I was like, you were sleeping. So I was like, I'm tired of music. So I Googled like the most viewed podcasts ever. And it was like one of Joe Rogan's, like, that was like top 5 or something. I was like, oh, like, that's a cool guest. I forgot who it was. And I threw it on. And there was just times that, like, it would get super loud. And I'm like, oh, man, I can't.
Yeah, when they're laughing. And I'm like, oh, my God. I cannot sleep.
But I told you to go in the back seat. Like,
to hear it less?
No, to sleep. Like, so you could actually lay down. You're like, no.
No, I feel guilty. I don't know why.
You're like, I sleep better like this. I'm like, no, you don't. You're like, yeah, look. I'm like, there's no way you're telling me you sleep better at like a...
I could sleep standing up right now. But I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm so dead. But that was my peak.
God. That took, what, 30 minutes?
I tell you.
What was your pit?
My pit was, what was my pit? I think it was just driving back. Oh, and then all the call-outs we had at our restaurant this morning. I mean, this week.
Yeah, I know. That was kind of scary when we were at Disney. I was like, oh, man.
Yeah, but we got back and, like, we had to let go of an employee, and then somebody else got sick, and then somebody else had an emergency, so... And
then one of our cooks left, like,
it was, like, all hands on deck this week. I was literally so exhausted.
Yeah, that was crazy.
What about you? What was your peak and pit?
My peak was, for sure, the Cali trip. Like, that was pretty fun. And, I mean, I love driving. Like, to me, that's just a mind cleanse. And... getting on roller coasters, like, I wish we would have gone to Six Flags, to be honest, because, like, that's how I release all my stress. Like, you just, like, relax after that. You'll scream all your anger out.
Instead of a massage, you just want to get on a roller coaster?
Honestly, I'd rather take a roller coaster over a massage, 100%. But, no, yeah, that was cool. The weather was super nice. We went to a nice restaurant with Laura and Junior. That was pretty cool. That was some good food.
Tempo.
That's what it's called? Tempo. And then what else did I do? Oh, and I went with my cousins. I won some tickets to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Mm-hmm. And you didn't want to go, and neither did my sisters. So I think we didn't use like 2 tickets because I won like 5. And then so I took my cousins Jonathan and Justin. It honestly, like, apparently, like, the movie is one of the best, like, Ninja Turtle movie ever, and it might win, like, animation movie of the year. It's competing with, like, Across the Spider-Verse, and it was good. Like, I mean, but like I didn't think it was like the craziest thing. I thought Across the Spider-Verse was way better, but maybe I'll just have to rewatch it. I don't know. Maybe I went to one that didn't have recliners because I mean that's what I won, and yeah,
that's why you knew not to even ask me.
Yeah, I was trying to watch Oppenheimer in
non-recliner seats.
Yeah, in non-recliner because like the IMAX that we have here with like the 70mm film, doesn't have recliners, and you're like, no, it's 3 hours. I was like, ugh. So we ended up going. Well, that was sick.
It was a good movie.
Yeah,
I liked it. Half the time I didn't understand what was going on because their accents were so heavy.
No one had an accent.
Yes, they had an accent.
No one that was a main character did. But
Edward, they had an accent.
All right. To everyone watching, you'll realize what I'm saying.
You had to explain it to me after. But
45 minutes of me just breaking down the whole movie.
So after we saw the movie, I go, okay, start from the beginning. What happened?
I'm like, when he was a child.
But yeah, so we had a fun week last weekend, and now we literally came back to like reality, like a hard reality. And
I don't know. I don't even know what my pit was. It was probably that, like the same thing. Yeah. Yeah.
Because you had to shop for the restaurant and then help cover kitchen, and then I had to cover kitchen and be in the front cashier.
Yeah.
But that's the thing that when like you own a restaurant, like you have to be everything. You got to be the plumber. You got to be the shopper. You got to be the register girl. Well, you're not going to be the register girl.
I could be.
You could be.
Throw on a wig.
You could be. You could get good tips.
I could.
You could probably get better tips than like I do.
Especially if I kept the beard.
I honestly think you would because you'd be so nice and like giggly. I'm just like, what do you want to order? No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so we decided to play another round of Let's Get Deep.
Yeah, that one did good.
The game that we got at Target, which if you are looking for a fun game to play with people, this is such a fun game.
They did that What Do You Meme game. Remember how fun that one was?
Yeah. And it's cool because this game has 3 sections. Icebreaker, Deep, and Deeper. And we're going to do all of those 3 categories today. And I'm scared about the deeper ones, but we'll get into them. So we'll start with the icebreaker. I think it's just normal to start with an icebreaker. And these are obviously...
That's how it's supposed to go.
Huh?
That's how it's supposed to go. Icebreaker, deep, and deeper. What do you mean it's normal? Those are the rules.
Well, I'm reading the rule. I'm doing the rules. I'm dead. So we have a couple here. And so I think I'll start with the first icebreaker. Extrovert? Are you an extrovert or introvert?
I'm introvert for sure.
What do you
I'm
say?
Just kidding. I totally think I'm an extrovert.
You're an introvert when you want to be.
What does that mean?
No más cuando te conviene.
What does that mean?
That like I'll be like, hey, let's go like do something, and you're just like, no, like I don't want to.
That's just being tired.
I'm an introvert.
No,
like, I think you're an extrovert, but no. You can't go up to people and randomly talk to them.
Yes, I can. I totally can. You send me to go talk to people.
Okay, fine. You're an extrovert.
You literally tell me, oh my god, like, this is who's going today. This is. I think you need to go to kind of make things mellow. I'm like, what?
Yeah, so, alrighty. I honestly think okay, what do you think I am?
You're 50-50.
I'm a mix.
There's times that I'm like, I don't know why you're so shy about this. Like, Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
to me, I have to be in the mood to talk. Like, I have to be, no. I have to be, like, on it. Like, if I'm in the mood to be social, I will. But sometimes I'm just like, no, Edward, like, I'm not in the mood right now. Go talk to them. So, to me, I really feel like I'm 50-50. I have my days.
I mean, that's fine.
Why?
I mean, I feel like you're trying to sell me on this idea. I'm like, I get it. Yep. That was my... I said 50-50.
I'm done.
Did you take that one out?
Yeah.
Oh, icebreaker too or no?
No, I think we should do deep.
Deep. Okay, would you rather have a lot of mediocre friends or one really good friend? Why?
One really good friend.
I think so too. Because, like, I mean, there's just things that, like, really good friends help you through and stuff, like, problems and stuff like that. So if you have mediocre friends that don't really care, like...
I only have one good friend.
Who? This is Snoopy?
That's so sad. I was going to say you.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I would have one really good friend because mediocre friends, like, it's just like surface level. Like, when you hang out with them, it's just like just surface level, like, relationships. And to me, like, I just, like, my energy, I don't have energy for that, you know? Like, let's get deep. But yeah, I think with one good friend, you could really rely on them with, like, your secrets, like, and giving, like, helping get advice from them. So mediocre friends are just, like, I feel like you have so many of those. You have, like, people you know of that you wouldn't really tell your things to. Well, I think we should get into the deeper ones. Are you ready? Are you scared?
No, I think I'll be fine.
Don't be scared. I'm going to put you on the spot. Ready? During conflict, do you prefer to talk things out right away, or do you prefer to take time to calm down?
Oh, I calm down. You don't calm down.
No, that wasn't the question.
No.
That wasn't the question.
I calm down.
So you wait to calm down.
I wait to calm down, yep. But I know somebody that doesn't.
Who?
I don't know.
Yes, I will admit to that. No, but let me finish. I used to be really bad at that when we would get into arguments, like, in the beginning of a relationship. I'd be like, let's talk about it now. I want to know.
It's not even that. It's just like, I don't think anything, like, can be resolved when two people are mad. It's like, dude, literally, if you take 5 minutes, half of the things would be, like, ignored after.
And I think when you're mad, you say a lot of things that you just say because you're mad.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, you might just end up offending somebody over, like, how mad you are. So to me, it's like, just talk calmly.
Yeah.
But you'd be like, oh! I'm like, why are we doing this? Like...
It's because I'm impatient when it comes to that, but I have learned, like, over the years, and now I have turned into that where it's just like...
It's normal for people to get mad, and they just gotta simmer. Yeah,
like, to me, it's like, now, like, if something happens, I will tell you a day later when you're, like, in a good mood, and I'll be like, dude, yesterday, I was so annoyed with that. And then we could laugh about it, and it could be more relaxed versus, like, if I tell you on the spot, don't talk to me like that, or don't do this, or don't say that, you know, or what happened here. Like... it would just get more ugly. But I have learned that it's better to wait even a day, like, just, like, in a casual conversation, like, you know.
So. Or we could just buy boxing gloves
and go at it. Yeah, that would be great. But I think that's normal, like, with a relationship, that you got to figure things out like that.
Icebreaker again?
Now let's get to an icebreaker. Yeah.
What's your favorite holiday?
Definitely Christmas.
Yeah, it has to be Christmas.
Yeah.
It's just like a fun time. Like, there's suspense because you don't know what you're getting. Like, all the family gets together. Weather's nice.
Oh my God, the weather.
The food. Everyone goes all out.
Oh, I take it back. Thanksgiving.
No.
The food at Thanksgiving.
It's a 2-hour holiday.
Yeah, I know Thanksgiving is super short. Christmas, because that's when I get all my gifts. But it's also a stressful holiday. especially since we have like employees. And
why
we
is
have
it stressful?
Because now we have 30 employees that we have to like think about gifts. I mean, we get them a little something, you know, every year.
Yeah, and we get them really soon.
We literally got the ones last year, like in November?
Like October.
If it was up to you, it would have been in July.
Maybe.
But yeah, definitely Christmas. Okay. You go.
These are the ones.
Oh. I'm going to say one we already did. Alrighty, let's go to deep. Live without music or without television. Why?
I don't really watch television recently, so I think I'm gonna go without music. I mean, without TV.
Without TV?
Yeah.
I don't really listen to music like that.
I mean, every time you drive, every time.
If YouTube was considered TV, then I would live without music.
I forgot you're an iPad kid.
Yeah, I always have my iPad everywhere.
Yeah, you were raised in that gen.
No, it's just like when I'm washing dishes or doing stuff around the
house. Or
house.
laying on the couch.
Oh yeah. Literally.
Like you have a whole TV. I think we have like we just have a huge TV. And then I go and you're laying on the couch watching TV on an iPad like this. I'm like, dude, throw it on.
Why does it make you so mad?
Because the screen's like 10 inches.
I know, but I get so lazy to connect it to the TV. So I just rather have it on my iPad.
Wow.
Yeah, but
so sad.
To me, I'd rather live without. I'd live without music.
I can't do that.
That's crazy.
Like, there's just certain joy that music brings you, like just singing.
Yeah, no.
You've never gotten that joy out of karaoke?
You're a karaoke kind of gal.
I might be.
Is this the last one?
Maybe we shouldn't do this one.
Why?
Do you consider yourself more of a spender or a saver?
Honestly, to be honest with you, I'm really a spender. I'm really a saver. And you know that. You're definitely a spender for sure.
I don't think I'm a spender because since I'm always buying stuff for the restaurant, I already feel like I'm spending.
Oh, that's your itch? You got your itch out?
Yeah. So I always feel really nice about it.
I think I don't know. You spend on like Legos, like that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
But what do you think I spend on? Like I truly don't spend on anything.
The dogs.
I don't. What do I buy them?
I don't know. Why do we have an Amazon package every day?
No, you know that's not true. What do I spend on?
I would just say the dogs. I don't know.
No.
Okay. Well, that's what I'm saying. I would say the dogs.
I don't spend on anything. Like to be honest with you, like maybe you could say I spend on Starbucks. But that's not that much.
I mean, I don't think we spend like that.
We don't spend like, and that's the thing. If you were a spender, I don't think I could do it.
What if I just started spending out of nowhere? What are you gonna do now?
I'd cut your credit cards off.
What?
Imagine.
In half with scissors? Half.
I'd put them in the freezer.
Shout out Apple Pay. But
yeah, that was it for this icebreaker game. I think it was good. It asked some good questions that opened the conversation.
That's a pretty good game. Yeah. I actually like it better than the other couples game that's actually fun one or something like that. Yeah.
No, this one was super fun. And we got it at Target because we love Target. But thank you guys so much for watching episode 10 of Cafecito Corner. We seriously appreciate if you guys are still watching from our first episode. It means a lot. And we will see you guys in the next episode. Have an amazing week.